So these problems will be applying the partial fraction decomposition, but this time we have repeated factors. So whenever we have repeated factors, the way we set up the problem is we have x minus 2. Now notice this problem is already given in factored form. 2x minus 1 squared x minus 1. So now the factors, first thing is they're all linear. So we know that we're going to have, on the numerator, we're going to have just constants. So the way we write our fractions is, since this is repeated factors, the first fraction is just going to have 2x minus 1 and the constant a in the numerator. Now my other fraction is going to have 2x minus 1 squared. The reason it's going to have 2x minus 1 squared is we always need to take into consideration all the possibilities the denominator could be. So it could either be 2x minus 1, or it could be both factors in one denominator. And then the last factor, which is c over x minus 1. So after we set up our fractions, now we multiply by the common denominator. So here the common denominator is always what we start with, which is here, the factored form. So here it's 2x minus 1 squared times x minus 1. Now we multiply this through. On the left-hand side, we have x minus 2 equal a. Now one of the factors of 2x minus 1 gets eliminated, and here we are left with 2x minus 1 times x minus 1 plus b. Now both factors of the 2x minus 1 go away, and then you're left with b times x minus 1 plus here x minus 1 go away, and then you're left with 2x minus 1 squared. So now here we expand our factors. So we get a times 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 plus, we factor here, we expand the b, so bx minus b plus c times, this gives us 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. So now from here, we need to still get rid of the parentheses, so we multiply the a through, which gives you, I'm going to write 2ax squared minus 3ax plus a plus bx minus b plus 4cx squared minus 4cx plus c. Now here we group our common terms. So every term that contains x squared, we will write it next to each other, plus 4cx squared. And then every term that contains an x, 3ax plus bx plus 4cx, now that's x squared, minus 4cx. And now the variables which are constants, we put them together, a minus b plus c. So after we do this step, now we're going to factor out a common multiple from each one. So this one has an x squared. So x minus 2 is equal to 2a plus 4c times x squared. Now this right here, they have an x multiple, so plus negative 3a plus b minus 4c. And now the constants, we just leave them at the end. So after we group them together, now again, we're gonna match the constants together. Since this equation, both sides are equal, in order for them to be equal, the constants in front of the variables need to be equal. So now here we have 2a plus 4c x squared. So on the left-hand side of the equation, we do not have any x squared. So we will do a placeholder of 0 x squared plus x. So now here we create systems of equation. We take whatever in front of the x squared, we set them equal to each other. So that gives you 2a plus 4c equal to 0. My second equation, it's going to be negative 3a plus b minus 4c. We set it equal to whatever the constant of the x on the left-hand side, which is 1. And now my third equation, which is a minus b plus c, is equal to the constant of the left-hand side of the equation. Since I have 3 variables, I need to have 3 equations in order for this to work. So here I am going to name my equations as equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. So from here, I will be taking equation 2 and I will be adding equation 3 to it. So equation 2 plus equation 3, this will eliminate my b value. So here we have negative 3a plus b minus 4c equal to 1 plus a minus b plus c is equal to negative 2. So adding these two equations together will give me negative 2a, the b's go away, minus 3c is equal to negative 1. Now I have a new equation which I'm going to label as equation 4. So now from here, notice that equation 4 contains the variable a and c, and equation 1 contains the variable a and c. So I will be taking now equation 1 and add equation 4 to it to eliminate my a variable. So here we have 2a plus 4c equal to 0, negative 2a minus 3c equal to negative 1. Adding these together, my a's goes away, left with c is equal to negative 1. So here I found my c value. Using my c value, I can either plug it into equation 1 or equation 4 to obtain my a value. So I will be using equation 1, which is 2a plus 4c is equal to 0. Now I am going to replace c with negative 1 and do the math. So 2a minus 4 is equal to 0, 2a is equal to 4, and a is equal to 2. So now I have my c and my a values, and I can use now either equation 2 or equation 3 to solve for my b value. I'm going to just use equation 3. So now equation 3, which is a minus b plus c is equal to negative 2. Now I have my a value, which is 2. I'm solving for b. Minus 1 for my c is equal to negative 2. Combine like terms give you 1 minus b was negative 2. Subtract b. Subtract 1 gives you negative 3. Divide by a negative gives you b is equal to 3. So now after I have all my variables, I can rewrite the equations and inputting my variables into them. So now here, go back to the equation. So a over 2x minus 1. For a, I would put 2 over 2x minus 1. And now for my b, it's 3, so it's plus 3 over 2x minus 1 squared. And now for my c, negative 1 over x minus 1. And this is my final answer.